go again. I hear those trumpets blow again. All aglow again, taking a chance on love. Here I slide again, about to take that ride again. Starry-eyed again, taking a chance on love.
Well, old friend, not much good at the speeches. Not much like long goodbyes, either. Just wanted to say... Oh, hump. Back in a minute. Alison! Lovely surprise. Didn't expect to see you. Come in. Do come in.
Oh, Tom.
Pop?
Oh, I thought you were going to be romantic, but really. Soft lights, music, drinks. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning.
Ah, yes. That. Better explain.
Well, I'm not pushing you too fast, am I, Tom? I mean, I'm not forcing you into something you're not really ready for. It's only really what I said in my letter, that's all.
Letter?
Well, the one that said I'd be calling round today and that, You did get it, didn't you?
Afraid not. No, actually, I haven't had any letters now for, 6.5 weeks.
Haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, why not?
Oh, no idea. Coincidence happens to me all the time. Like to know what your letter said, though.
Oh, well, it said, Tom, if you didn't get my letter, then why are you drinking whiskey with the curtains drawn and the lights turned down at 10 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, I had some rather sad news yesterday. This sort of memorial service for Barnaby.
Barnaby?
Wallace's replacement.
Dead?
Completely.
Oh, no. I've never had a hamster myself, but I know you can get very fond of pets. Well, how did it happen?
It fell down the back of the sofa. Squashed him. Really do miss him. Friendly little beggar. In fact, buried him there, in the flower pot. Going to put him over there by the window soon.
How about we get some flowers and plant them in his pot? That way, whenever we look at them, we'll think of Barnaby.
Wonderful idea, Alison. Really wonderful idea. Rather touched by that. Any particular sort of flowers in mind?
Oh, snowdrops, daffodils, pansies.
Not pansies, I think. Very much a man's hamster, Barnaby.
Oh, we'll stick to daffodils then, shall we?
Lovely, lovely. Yes, quite cheered me up.
Tom, have you really not had any letters for 6.5 weeks?
No, absolutely, not a one, not a one. Used to have 3, 4 a day. Oh, you know, bills, stuff from Reader's Digest. Got a catalogue from Fratton's once. And then 6.5 weeks ago, all dried up.
That's very strange.
No, not really. Learned as a victim of coincidence to live with these things. Learned to flow with the tide.
Look, you'll forgive my persisting, Tom. You see, when I was coming up the road,
Yeah.
I saw the postman. I actually saw him put some letters through your box. They must have gone somewhere.
Nothing there now. See for yourself.
Well, I'm going to have a jolly good look round.
Not going to find anything, Alison. Check that hall every day for 6 weeks. Absolutely no letters. Still can't believe it, really. It must have been a combination of things. New postman, hitting letters through box harder than before. A draft from hall window, floating letters up behind storage heater. Extraordinary. Anything interesting, Tom?
Oh, it's another unpaid bill, Tom. The gas board is threatening to cut you off and the electricity.
I don't understand these bills, really.
Well, because you haven't been getting them.
No,
You
no.
haven't been paying them.
Never do pay bills. Too many things can go wrong, so get bank to pay them, but doesn't seem to have done so. All these return checks. Bank must have gone stark raving mad.
Oh, I think I might have part of the reason here, Tom. It's your statement. You're a bit overdrawn.
Overdrawn? No, impossible. Never, ever been overdrawn. How much?
£9,348.87.
Ah,
And there's a letter from the manager as well requesting that you rectify this within 7 days.
Yes. Dear Mr. Chance, we know...
What are you going to do?
Going to phone back now. Yes. Better make call from box down road. Alison, very grateful. Crisis averted. All thanks to you.
Oh, hello. Hello. Is that the veterinary surgeon? Yes, I'm sorry to trouble you, but it's about my daughter's hamster. Oh, yes, I know you don't normally deal with very small animals, but she's very fond of this one, and the little fellow is obviously not well. Oh, well, it's partly its breathing, and partly it's got one or two other problems connected with the other end. I wondered if it was worth my while bringing him round to you, because if you could help him in some way, I'd be... Hello? 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 Oh.
Tom, make them sort it out. It's not your fault.
no, that's
They're the
absolutely
ones
not.
who've made the error.
Yes.
Have you got enough change?
Don't seem to need it, actually. The way that happened. Trouble with it. Hello? Yes, Chance. Tom Chance. Like word with manager, please? No, manager. No good. Some sort of crisis at back. Manager too busy to come to phone. Have to go round.
Would you like me to come, too?
Kind of. Not really necessary.
I could wait back at the house for you, make a bit of lunch, perhaps.
Lovely idea. Lovely. Should be about an hour.
Oh, good. And then when you get back, I could show you my, I could show you my letter.
Good. Good. Look forward to that. Have a cup of tea. On me.
Put her in the interview room with the others, Gerald, and get back to the clearing out as soon as you can. As the new manager, I want this place looking like a normal branch of a respectable bank by midday at the latest. Now, come on, Mandy, don't be soft. Get his head right into the bucket. And I want his trousers back on and all that makeup off before he goes back on the counter. And look out for those stairs. There's a loose rod at the top. We can't afford another accident. I thought you were supposed to be tidying this place up. I don't care if she's enjoying herself or not. Just cut her down. Untie her and get her home. I'm sorry, madam, but the bank does not allow customers in the administrative area. What's this one doing here? He looks as if he can still walk. Why wasn't he sent home with the others?
This is Mr. Chance, sir. You may remember I...
Ah, the chap about the drains. Thank God. Look, I know you've got a lot to do, but could you make it your first priority to get Mr. Graham's foot out? I don't care if you have to smash the lavatory bowl entirely, but if we don't get it... What is it, Diana?
Mr. Chance isn't the plumber, sir. He's a customer.
Customer.
Yes, customer. Been waiting 15 minutes.
So I'm very sorry, Mr. Chance. But we have got one or two problems of our own this morning. If you'd care to come back tomorrow with one of my girls downstairs...
Going to see me now? No more excuses. Been messed about by this bank quite enough for one day. Either complete satisfaction or probably going to break both your arms.
Well, if it's really urgent, of course. I can probably spare you 5 minutes. Is my office ready yet, Diana?
I'm not sure, sir. I know they were planning to disinfect it.
Yes, well, never mind. We'll have to do. This way, Mr. Chance. Now, Mr. Chance. What can we do for you?
3 complaints, really. Take them in order. Number 1. Received this letter informing me, overdrawn, requesting immediate settlement.
It's normal practice to send out that sort of letter, Mr. Chance. We don't like it any more than you.
Yes, complaining about the tone, above all. Listen, dear Mr. Chance, we know your sort, you whinging little shyster. And if you don't pay up, I'll be sending round the heavy mob with a Black & Decker to drill holes in your knees. Signed, M.B. McElhoe's manager.
Mr. Chance, where do I begin? You may have noticed, Mr. Chance, that things are not entirely normal in the bank today. Organizationally speaking.
Spotted 1 or 2 oddities, yes.
Yes. That was because the manager who left yesterday, the Mr. McElhoes who signed your letter, held a party in the most irregular fashion to celebrate his passing. And that has made my first day as manager of this branch, I'm replacing Mr. McElhoes, extremely difficult.
Moved on to higher things, has he?
Not entirely, no. Mr. McElhoes was dismissed 3 weeks ago for indulging in the most unspeakable activities in the ladies' cloakroom. With 3 girls from the job opportunity scheme. Well, it seems that he elected to work out his notice by playing a few practical jokes on certain customers. But I do assure you, Mr. Chance, that there is no further need to worry.
Yes, no longer worried on that count. In fact, next complaint's the really worrying one. Because of overdraft, all checks returned. A lot of people out there getting very angry indeed.
Well, at least the electricity bill's been paid.
No. In fact, electricity company sent real bill with correct amount. That's it. Indicating that if not immediately settled, they would cut me off.
Yeah, but I mean, this is ridiculous. The telephone as well, and the gas.
I'm glad to see you getting the drift of the thing.
And the car. I mean, this finance company wants to take back your car.
Ah, yes, not so worried about the car, as it happens.
You don't mind if they take off?
No, well, no longer got the car. You possibly heard of Hercules Transporter forced to land on M3? Landed on my car. Fortunately, not in it at the time. No use to anyone now. They can have it if they like.
Yes, well, I'm afraid that only makes matters worse, Mr. Chance. You see, this is a notification that the finance company have got a warrant to seize either your car or goods from your house to the value of the car. I mean, it's worth a brass farthing, Mr. Chance. They take it. Now, I hesitate to say this, but before I get to work on all these bills, is there anything else you have to tell me? I mean, anything at all?
Small point, really.
Yes, well, far away. I mean, let's have it all out in the open while the going's good.
Girl under your desk. Not quite sure what she's up to, but rather she didn't do it to me.
You dirty, dirty, dirty girl. Leave him alone and come out of there at once. I mean, look at you. I mean, you haven't even got any... I just don't believe this is happening. Diana, come in here for a moment, will you? And bring a raincoat or something with you. Diana, you can tell Mr. Hopgood to call off the search for Miss Prestwick. Really, Mr. Chance, you should have said. Ah, Diana, you've got a coat with you. Is this the best you can do?
It's the only one I've got, I'm afraid, Mr. Davison.
Yeah, well, it's not a lot of bloody use, is it? I mean, we've got to smuggle her through the foyer without anyone noticing, haven't we?
I didn't know what you wanted it for, did I? And if you're going to shout at me like that...
Say, don't be so pathetic.
Steady on, old boy. Hardly Diana's fault.
No, of course, you're quite right. Absolutely right. I'm sorry, Diana, I apologize. I really am, but let's get her out of here and into this.
Don't worry, Mr. Davison. I'll look after her.
Yes, I'm sure you will, Diana. And Diana, watch out for that carpet at the top of the stairs. Now, Mr. Chance, I'll tell you what I want you to do. I want you to trust me, and I want you to leave this matter entirely in my hands. And I give you my binding assurance that I shall not leave this office until I have personally contacted every single one of your creditors, that I have paid them, and that I have restored your account to its proper order.
Seems very reasonable to me. Settle then.
Good.
Yes.
And if there's anything else we can do, anytime.
One thing.
Yes.
Could invite me to next party.
And watch out for that carpet. There's a loose top rod. Oh. Diana. Diana. Hello? Is there anyone around? Oh, God, doesn't anyone do any work in this place? Hello? Is there anyone in this building still alive? Or sober? Oh, is there anyone who can operate a bloody switchboard?
Candlelit lunch. Yes. Mr. Tom Chance. Dear Tom, difficult to say this, feel I must. Stable relationship. Known each other 4 days now. Ready to move to greater depth. Dynamic structure of ongoing relationships. Need for physical dimension. Fulfilled growth capacity. Love, Alison. XX. Dear Tom, difficult to say this. Feel I must. Stable relationship.
Hello, Tom.
Ah,
Did it all go well at the bank?
yes. All straightened out now.
Oh, good. I see you got my letters, then.
Yes.
Have you read it?
Yes. I didn't quite understand it at first, but, beginning to get the drift.
Shouldn't be doing this, really. But I've always wanted to, you know, play the vamp and be the woman of the world who seduces men and lures them back to her boudoir. I always wanted to do it to Mr. Henstridge, but I didn't think his heart would be quite up to it. I'm probably just embarrassing you, aren't I?
No, certainly not. I've just forgotten what a right little tearaway you are. Shan't be a moment. Better get rid of them.
I won't be going anywhere, Tom.
Mr. Chance, you come to collect your television.
Alison, man come to fetch television. Cover yourself up a bit.
I thought you'd sorted all that out.
Yes, so did I, but apparently not. Excuse me. Better answer the door.
Oh. It's not Tom's fault.
No, of course not.
Oh, my God. Man come to cut off gas.
But Tom, you can't just sit there and let this happen. Why don't you do something?
No. Recognize the signs. Coincidence. Best just flow with the tide.
But you shouldn't let this happen to you. You're just being too soft with these people. Now, you just sit there. I'll deal with this lot. Could I borrow your jacket? Right.
Wasn't interrupting anything, was I?
Look, matey. Better get one thing clear here. Any more wise remarks about young lady, and I will personally seat you on that aerial and tune you to Channel 4. Understood?
Sorry, mate. Could you take the TV plug out, please?
Yes.
Tom, dear, this man says he's a bailiff.
Yes, I know.
Oh, good morning. The name's Beck, sir, and I've come to collect the car.
But I've told him you haven't got it anymore.
Yes.
It's either the car, sir, or £2,500.
Could easily phone bank to check.
I could, sir. I could indeed. Just as I could restrain myself from beating poor defenseless animals to death with my bare hands. I could make a phone call, and I'm not going to. All right, lads, you can start in here. There's everything of value.
Oh, you can't take that. It's got Tom's hamster in it.
Hamster?
Yes, Tom squashed it down the sofa. He's buried in here.
All right, lads. Change of plan. It's not things of value that you take from this house. It's everything, right? You understand me? Everything. Carpets, curtains, lampshades, lavatory paper. If it can be moved, I want it out of here and in that lorry. The only thing that you leave in this house is the dust. I want this one to suffer. Suffer.
You see, not really been lucky relationships with women. This evening, case in point.
Oh, I don't know. Could have been worse.
Could it?
Well, at least I managed to persuade that man to leave us the food.
No, I just don't know how you did that. Alison, really grateful to you. Wonderful.
Yes, and we've still got the lights. I mean, that's one thing they can't cut off, isn't it? We've certainly paid the...
New bill, proper amount, not paid. Alison, very, very good of you to keep me company like this. Must warn you, likely to be a very boring evening.
Oh, is it?
Yes, well, not a lot to do, is there? Didn't even leave a pack of cards.
Oh, no, I suppose we'll just have to try and think of something.
Not going to be easy, though. Can't be many things don't cost any money. Two people can do on the floor in the dark.
No, but, I'm sure we'll think of something.
More fun with Chance and a Million next Sunday at this time. And there's comedy in the corridors of power when Paul Eddington stars in Yes, Prime Minister, tomorrow at 8 on ABC.